This is the start of the build video for you, man, for the fucking arcanist. So let's have a look first. Character, pretty standard setup. You want all your points to stamina for arcanists. Max health and stamina foods can be the best. Don't worry about this shit. Champion points to get to. Skills, what you're most concerned about. Back bar, you're gonna need a couple. Crux Weaver armor. Gives you Crux, gives you Major Resolve, and applies minor reach to enemies when they attack you. Inspired Scholarship. Read it for yourself. It gives you more Crux for more damage. This is a flex spot, but realistically here, you could run this skill for the buffs there, Minor Courage most importantly, or Fulminating Rune in 99% of cases when you're a DPS. Wall, and then Caltrops. Caltrops is going to be your flex spot first and foremost, but pretty much everything. So if you need to interchange a skill, you can put Xena's there, or Elemental Susceptibility, or something like that, or Barbed Trap. But I'll leave it there for now. Your back bar ultimate will be either Elemental Rage, or either of the morphs of the Languid Eye. This one's my favourite. Front bar, Flawless Dawnbreaker. There is setups where you use Languid Eye front bar, and I'll get to that soon. But your front bar skills now, you'll be dual wielding your front bar as well. You're going to need this skill, Quick Click. It gives you just fucking extra damage when you're close to them, and mitigation, and gives you minor expedition, which is kind of cool. Major expedition, sorry. Camouflage Hunter because of the Savagery and Prophecy, and then the Minor Berserk and the Fighters Guild passives. Barbed Trap front bar in 99% of cases because of all the passives. Pragmatic Fate Carve as your beam. This is your damage. It's also your shield, but the shield runs out. When the shield runs out, you're still taking damage. You'll start to lose health, so remember to get out of damage if your shield runs out from the beam. And Spelliarch's Flail. This is your main heal, and you should be hitting this if your Crux Weaver, sorry, if your Pragmatic Fate Carver isn't lit up with 3 Crux and green. So these skills here generate Crux for you. This skill here generates Crux for you. That also helps you with your heals and all that sort of shit and fucking damage. This skill here, Spelliarch's Flail, also heals you when you're hitting an enemy, and it can crit. It was nerfed last patch, but this bar setup here in 99% of the cases is what you'll run of trials. Alright. A lot of the time this might be changed out, Crux Weaver might be changed out for either a skill called Impervious Rune Wall, because a phenomenal shield that can go there sometimes. This one, Rune of the Eldritch Horror, is a morph called the Colourless Pool, which applies brittle and shit, but that's more of a support skill. Don't need to worry about that. This one here can give you minor resolve and help you heal. That could also be fitted in the flex spot over here. Depends on how defensive you want to go, but I'd say definitely stick with this setup first and foremost, or Caltrops, because you need some form of reach. But if you're in content, 12-man content, Razor Caltrops will probably be changed for the damaged Caltrops anti-cavalry morph, or you keep Ellie Sus or use Orb or any sort of AoE ability at your disposal that the raid lead wants. Champion points, I'll get into gear in a minute, but champion points are a bit different. Champion points are going to be roughly the same all the time, so Fighting Finesse is pretty good. Fighting Aura, Thaumaturge, and Wrathful Strikes are pretty dope. You'll want to be around that. Sometimes you can change Fighting Finesse around for Exploiter, which is in here. But that'll be for when your group has really good off balance sometimes, so don't worry about that too much. So your CP you can just set up like mine. fighting aura, thaumaturge, wrathful strikes, and fighting finesse. Now, as far as gear goes, the easiest setup for you is going to be deadly because you can buy it. And as an arcanist, you can run it on your body or your front bar, but 9 times out of 10 you want to run deadly on your front bar, and probably your jewelry, and you're going to need the Velothi amulet. Always go stamina with an arcanist. Backbar weapons are flexible, but the Maelstrom is the best with the enchantments I put on. Same as the enchantments I have here and their traits. You can go charged. It's not really a big deal, but you want one light and then the rest heavy. Now this other set here, Sorzar's Torment's a trial set. There's multiple sets you can use. Okay, so for example, go into my bank and see what I have here. But Coral Riptide is a great option. If you do Coral Riptide, you want to run it either on your body or your daggers, depending on what it's like. It's a trial set. Ansel's Torment is another great set as well, and you'd probably run that on your body or your front bar, depending on the other sets. But for you, because you've got Deadly and you don't have access to very many trial sets, I'd just say craft Order's Wrath, or craft Order's Wrath for your body, and then just have it the same setup, all divines and shit. One Slime Crawl, because Slime Crawl's the best headpiece to wear. And then everything that I've got is Sorzar here, just change to Order's Wrath until you get Troll gear, pretty much. Slow this video down if you want. I'm going to post it to YouTube and send it. I'll upload it to you actually directly. What else with skills? You don't really need to say much about them, but I'd say read them. Definitely read the skills that I've asked you to put on your bar.
2 steps forward, 2 steps back.
This is how I have mine set up anyways. So you can see how all my skills are. And where I put all my points and everything like that. I don't even have maxed out fucking assault and support on this tune. Dark Elf's the best race, but you're a Khajiit, and on that, if you're a Khajiit, you don't ever need Backstabber or Fighting Finesse. You change that out immediately for this here. So, sorry about that. Take Fighting Finesse off and put Untamed Aggression there. Everything else, exactly the same. Fighting Finesse becomes Untamed Aggression because you're a cat. I think that's the end of the video. If there's any more questions, you'll ask me tonight when I see you.